Thank you for your interest in the Community Reinvestment Grants Program. In this tutorial, we will provide details on all budget sections, as well as explain how to insert additional rows when needed. The purpose of the budget is to provide applicants with an opportunity to demonstrate their funding needs by outlining how grant money will be used. The budget will be evaluated as part of the application and will affect the overall final score. The maximum score possible for the budget section, which includes the budget workbook, is 10 points. Budget scores will be based on the applicant's ability to provide a detailed workbook which contains budget items that are allowable, reasonable, and that are clearly justified given the organization's needs and resources regarding the proposed services. Similarly, all costs that are included in the indirect cost rate must be allowable and reasonable. Upon opening this workbook for the first time, you will be prompted to enable macros. Please click Enable before continuing, as not enabling macros will prevent key functionalities from running. The budget spreadsheet is divided into two sections: the direct cost section and the indirect cost section. Under the direct cost section, applicants can enter budget information on personnel classifications, employee training, equipment and materials, and other direct costs. In the indirect cost section, information can be entered for personnel classifications and other indirect costs. To ensure budget workbooks are both complete and accurate, we have included detailed instructions on how to complete each section of the budget. Please refer to these instructions before starting to fill in the budget. Now that we have given you an overview of the workbook, we will show you how the spreadsheet works. For our example, we will be using a fictitious community-based nonprofit organization called Breaking Free. In the first part of the budget, we enter the applicant's name and the total grant amount requested. The rest of the document is where you enter the proposed budget. Fill in information for all budget categories you plan to spend CalCRG grant money on, as indicated in the Instructions tab. Please note that some information needs to be typed in, while other information will require a selection from the drop-down menu. For example, under the Personnel Classification subsection, annual wage and annual benefits need to be typed in, while percentage of time classification will be used and number of months classification will be used have a drop-down menu. If you need to insert additional rows, click on the buttons next to each of the subsections. For example, if you need to insert one or multiple rows, under the Employee Training subsection, you will click on this button. You also have the ability to delete rows. After you have entered all necessary information and have reviewed it to ensure the information is accurate and complete, use the total column to complete the budget section of the online application. Please ensure to save any changes before closing out of the document, and do not forget to upload the budget workbook in the Required/Supporting Documentation section of the online application. That is it. This concludes the tutorial on how to use the CalCRG budget workbook. Thank you once again for your interest in our program. If you have any questions, please contact us at our direct line at 916-322-2683 or via email at calcrg@gobiz.ca.gov.